Good evening. My name is Betty Martin, and this is Inside Leisure World number 44. You know, I always love to host this show, and today I'm especially happy to have a charming lady to introduce you to. Today our show is going to be Chinese. I didn't realize until just recently that we have quite a nice little Chinese community within our Leisure World community. And what put me onto it was I saw in our Leisure World paper that the Chinese were celebrating their Chinese New Year, which occurred this year on February the 5th. And the Leisure World Chinese Friendship Club was having a New Year's party in Clubhouse 1. So I thought, gee, that might make a really good subject for our Inside Leisure World. So I gave Ray Jarris a call and asked him to run over there with the camera and get some pictures of the New Year's party that the Chinese were having, which he did. And then I followed that up with a phone call to their very lovely president, Matilda Tsao. And she was so interesting. I sat there and talked to her for an hour and a half and hated to leave. She was so delightful. So then she invited us to their friendship club meeting. And so I took Mary with the camera, and she and I went over to the club and we took some pictures. But before I rattle on here forever and ever, I would like to introduce you to this very, very lovely lady who is the president of the Chinese Friendship Club. And this is Matilda Tsao. Matilda, thank you for coming down and being with us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Well, Mary and I both just enjoyed your club so much that I think I'm going to change my name and dye my hair and join your club. Would you give me a Chinese name?
Yes, we will.
Well, I'll tell you what I did. You haven't seen the roll-in yet. You haven't seen the videotape that Mary and I did of the Chinese Friendship Club. But you introduced us to Mrs. Tung that does the Chinese brush painting. And we brought some of the things that we saw at the club meeting, that she did the Chinese brush painting. And then, who was it that did?
Johnson, do the calligraphy.
Johnson Lang with the calligraphy. And he doesn't speak English, does he?
Not that well.
And he's the secretary of the club?
Yeah, he's the secretary and the treasurer.
Does he do pretty good with the money?
I guess, because I'm no good with money, so I trusted him.
Oh, okay, so he does the... he takes the minutes in Chinese.
Yes, right.
And where is he from in China?
He's from Sichuan.
Sichuan.
Yeah, but actually he's from Taiwan now. He's from Taiwan. Because of the communists took over, I guess everybody moved to Taiwan. If they have a chance, they usually do. Yeah.
So we're going to see him do some of the calligraphy, and then you had another member that did the
wood burning.
The wood burning.
Yeah, right.
Robert Nee.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to meet all these wonderful people on our roll-in videotape, and then after that we're going to talk about it. But let's talk just a minute here about our Chinese New Year.
Mm-hmm.
The Chinese New Year was February
the 5th of this year. Every year is a little bit different. So this year just happened is the 5th, February
And
the 5th.
what's special about this year?
It's a dragon year. It seems like everybody wants to be born in the dragon year. It's kind of with the royal blood or something.
And it's supposed to be good luck.
Supposed to be good luck.
Supposed to be good luck. What year were you born? Were you born in dragon year?
No. I was born, I think probably I was born in the tiger or something.
In the tiger?
I don't even remember now.
I looked mine up and I was born in the snake sign.
Oh.
I don't know if that's good or bad. Well, let's see. I forgot to watch my time. Could we get the roll in now, or am I too soon? Could we do the roll in? If we do the roll in, and then we'll talk about it.
All right.
If you're ready. think I'll go around and talk to her. I don't know if I'll be able to hear anything or not. Or you can move the camera. You have that rope? She would come and talk to me and introduce me to Mrs. Tong. I'm Betty Martin. Nice to meet you, and so nice of you to bring your paints and do a demonstration for us. You live in Leisure World? Yes. And you do beautiful work. Are some of those others up there some that you have done? Yes. Oh, okay. I know.
First again, what is this? They got about 10 or 12 different tips right here. So you got to change
10 or 12 different tips.
Yeah,
Change the tip for the width of the lines.
right lines.
Can you see that, Mary? Yeah. Okay, first he draws it on paper, and then he copies onto the wood with the wood burning.
Just learn the Chinese of the thing. That's all I can do.
I used to do that when I was a kid.
Yeah,
We
that's
had
good fun.
wood burning sets.
Yeah, really.
But I was never this artistic, I'll tell you for sure. Now, will there be any color involved in this, or will it be all just the...
Oh, well, you can put the color you want it, you know, but...
You usually color these in then, or just
No.
use the wood burning?
Then we get to the work.
And you have some that are finished over
Over
here.
there, yeah,
So
over
maybe
there.
we can go over here
Yeah.
when Mary gets a chance to...
Okay, now.
Okay, I want to thank you very much for your demonstration. See you on television. And now we're going to go over and say very well. The pictures that you got. We have we got to get on to these games. Okay, here we have L-E-N-G, and John Lynn. I know that. And here we have Professor Tsao. Because he told me he was I want to give him his just due. You look up there and smile up here. Say Mr. Mary. And Mary is Chinese chess. And you'll see that the game pieces look different than our American chess. But they represent the same.
You have the king.
Those are the pawns. Those are the pawns.
It's almost the same.
That's the castle. So it's played exactly the same. Not exactly the same, but similar. Very similar. Okay. And I understand.
蓝颜色是10块，红颜色是10块，
这个是宽本，
黑的是1块。
要是录下来那就那就是你们一个人给这5个这个题。
So you're going to do a demonstration of calligraphy for us, right? Okay. Can we do it now, and then he'll come back to the game in just a few minutes. Mr. Lang also, he does the minutes of their meetings, and he takes all the minutes of the meeting in Chinese. you see that? Or are we too close? You can't read it?
See, the Chinese writing
fast he does
has
that.
different kind of writing way. So the way he always writing this, I don't understand it.
Can he tell you?
Yeah, I can tell.
See how fast he does that. And you would be able to read it too. It doesn't, he's not smearing it or anything. What's he saying? What's he saying?
That's where he's from.
That's good
Make sure
food.
that, no, sometimes they have the same name, right? So it's a different place in
I
Florida.
see. Okay, so they have to have two signatures because sometimes an artist,
So they're all the same
the
name.
artist will have the same name but a different place they come from.
他如果要标的话哈，就是把这个要掺一点点，标的完全。
Yeah, but it's like a
You ladies, turn around, show us your dress. That's, oh, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, yes. Thank you. Look at that. Aren't they gorgeous?
Yes, I'm going to come in close.
Thank you very much. They look like they take their game very seriously.
As seriously as can be, yes. They have a lot of pieces.
You going to tell us something about the mahjong? Over here so the camera can hear you. What do you want to tell us?
This they play 16 cards style. There are some people play 13 cards. They used to, but now this new type they play 16 cards. And then as long as you have one pair, everything in sequence. It's like elastic. Everything in sequence, three of a kind or three sequence. And then you have to have one pair of eyes, one pair of mahjong. We call it mahjong. One pair. And then you can go out. When you go out, then it depends on what kind of score you have. You pay money.
Okay. So now sometimes he throws them out and sometimes he picks them up.
You have every time you have to, yeah, right.
You could, if they're turned up, you can take something that you need. It looks like. Is that right? If it's been played, you can use something that's there.
You have three of a kind. You can pick
Otherwise, you
anybody.
play your hand.
It doesn't look like they're taking turns.
Yeah, take a turn to play. And then,
They just play them fast.
but if you want a sequence, you can only take it from your next door. I mean,
You can only take it from next door.
yeah.
Okay.
If you're a pong, like three of a kind.
See, they're taking turns, but they're just fast. Look how fast they play. They know what they're doing.
Right.
You really have to keep.
Then this time it's very fair. But if you play, somebody go out, you pay the money. Somebody else don't have to pay.
Okay.
But if
We
you-
have another table.
This one they only have a dime.
They're going to start a new set. They're going to play a new game.
Yeah. So when we play,
I told her they have so much fun here. I would like to join their club. I don't think we better try to learn how to play today. I think this is a little too complicated for one day, don't you, Mary?
those are the marble, and then bamboo. They call it bamboo.
See, there's a bamboo.
The bamboo.
One stick. They call it stick.
The sticks.
And how do you say that?
什么？说明到这个 And they all have 9 members.
Each one has 9 numbers.
The wings only have 3, and this one has 3.
Wow, that's nice. We'll put it on our club room wall. We want to thank everybody.
Okay. Thank you very much. That was a good roll-in. What'd you think of that?
Very good.
You hadn't seen it before.
Yeah, I haven't seen it before. It was very good.
We had a lot of fun. Now, how many people are in the Chinese Friendship Club?
We have about 38 people that they paid the membership due. And there's 3 couples, they come from outside. It's my friend. And very close by, they live in Seal Beach, Huntington Beach.
But you have about 32 residents.
Residents.
About 32 residents. And most of them, or a lot of them, don't speak English.
Right. And, well, they understand a little bit, but they don't speak very well.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But still, most of them are very well educated.
Yes.
They're very well educated.
They're very well
people.
interested in China, yeah.
Now, where were you born?
I was born in Canton. And then my father's always worked for the government, so I always go to the capital city, Nanking, and then work in Shanghai. So I go to
You got around quite a bit.
Got around.
And you came to the United States at what age?
About 20 years old.
About 20, and that was to escape the...
To escape the communists.
The communists.
Right. And then my father went to Taiwan, and I came to America.
A lot of the
study.
Chinese, Chinese went to Taiwan
Mm-hmm.
to escape the communists.
Right.
And you went to college in the United States.
Right, in Kentucky first, and then I went to Chicago, and that's how I met my husband.
That's where you met your husband.
Right.
And your husband was from what part?
From Shanghai.
From Shanghai.
Uh-huh.
And he ended up being a professor at Cal State Long Beach for
Yes.
20 years.
Yes, for 20 years.
Uh,
That's why we moved to Seal Beach. It's close by.
Right. Well, you lived in Rossmore before you came over here?
I live in, we live in College Park. College Park East. It's right next to, across the street of the golf course.
Oh, yes. That's a nice area over there. Now, some of your members I noticed were, when we were talking, when we were at your club, were Mandarin.
Mm-hmm.
And
most of them, they speak Mandarin. Even they come from Sichuan, come from Shanghai. We all learn to speak Mandarin.
How many dialects do you speak?
I speak about, 3.
About 3?
The speak it good, that is. Now some of them I can just kind of
understand.
Yeah, understand and can.
It was so funny when they were trying to show us how to play mahjong. Everybody was talking at once, and everybody was talking, I think, a different dialect. We didn't learn very much. We'll have to make another shot at that.
Right.
Now I understand that in China that the ladies wear a red dress when they get married. The red.
Well, that is in a traditional one.
Tradition.
Yeah, but now, of course, everybody is westernized, so we wear bridal gown, white. That we go to church. Before they have in the native village, they wear red
and red is supposed to be for good luck.
Yeah.
Your ribbons, and sometimes they give the bride and groom a wedding gift, a red envelope.
Yeah. Everything we wrap in red, especially New Year.
In red.
Yeah, in red.
That's delightful. Let's see, what other things were we going to talk about? Your annual celebrations.
Mm-hmm.
You have, and you've carried it over into this country and into our community, into your community. Tell me the other celebrations that you do besides the New Year.
So we have about, like at May,
Mm-hmm.
we have kind of a spring festival.
Mm-hmm.
And then we eat the We call that dragon, isn't it? Dragon festival.
Dragon boat.
Dragon boat.
And you make little boats out of
sticky
rice and
with meat inside, or with sweet stuff, sweet beans
and
inside.
you use a leaf for the outside.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you have your August festival, which is
Harvest Moon. That it would be the 15th of August. Always have round moon.
and that's your harvest festival.
That's right.
And most of your holidays, the big thing is the good food, right?
Right.
You said you like to eat.
All Chinese like to eat. That's the problem.
All Chinese like to eat. Well, let me tell you, you just can't believe how fast this time goes. We're going to have to just keep moving right along here, and I want to thank you also for wearing your Western Chinese dress and your jade necklace. You bought
from
that
Beijing.
Beijing
2 years ago. Yeah.
2 years ago, you were back there with your son on a vacation.
And then this is the dragon that somebody gave me.
Oh,
yeah,
was that
the
for
gold
this
dragon
year?
For this year.
For this year, for the new year. But this isn't 2,000 in the Chinese. This is
a 4,000 something, almost 5,000.
you said 4,698. You told me.
Right. Yeah.
So it's not 2,000 in the Chinese calendar. It's 4,698. Matilda, thank you for coming, and thank you for inviting us to your club meeting and everything. I want to thank all the people in your group. I want to thank the Hong Kong Walk, who is helping to feed our crew today. And I want to thank all the crew and everybody who has helped us put this show together.
Right.
I think it's going to be a delightful show. I wish we had an hour instead of a half hour. Because I know you and I could just keep on talking.
Right.
We'll be talking more about the Chinese calligraphy and the Chinese brush painting. And, we could find a lot of things to talk about.
Chinese